Well, I'm out here working at the lease today, chopping down a few more cattails by hand because it's a little bit wet to get the gear in. I get the disker in here, and I want to talk a little bit about what the word freelance duck hunting means, or what the word freelance means. The word freelance started back, I believe, in the 1800s, and it was two words, free and lance. A lance was a commonly used weapon that soldiers used back then, and so a mercenary, or a paid for hire soldier who fought with a lance, was called a freelance. It was two words. So the freelance soldier didn't have any allegiance to any one king or one government authority, and they were basically pay for hire soldiers. So they went from place to place, and they were a freelance, or an armor, or a soldier for hire. And as time grew, they changed the word and they hyphenated it, free hyphen lance. And it began to being applied to a lot of other areas of use. And the word kind of took hold in the 19th century, and a freelance, or a freelancer, was someone who was paid for hire worker. So they were not attached to any one authority figure, and they could bounce around from job to job, kind of like your freelance soldier did. So right around the 1960s and 70s, that name really took off, and the hyphen disappeared around 1980, and it just became freelance. So what is a freelance duck hunter then? How do we apply that word to freelance duck hunting? Well, a freelance duck hunter is someone that's not attached to one area, that bounces around from place to place to place based on conditions and based on what's most beneficial for them. So I think there's a little bit of a misconception around the name freelance. The name freelance does not mean public land hunter. That's not what freelance is. In fact, if you go freelance hunting up in Canada, you're hunting mostly private ground, but you're driving around, scouting and bouncing from field to field. You're not attached to any one place. They bounce around. So guys that hunt duck clubs, and that's all they hunt, they're not freelance duck hunters. Guys that have a lease, and that's the only thing that they hunt, they're not freelance duck hunters. Freelance duck hunters are guys like you and me that bounce from place to place to place, dependent on scouting, dependent on weather, and is not fixed in one location. So we've got a lease, but that does not in any way make us non-freelance duck, because we will still be bouncing from place to place to place. If we scout our lease and there's no ducks here, we're going public, or somewhere else private. So at our core, we are and will always be freelance duck hunters. And having this lease is just another aspect, another place that we can bounce around to just give us more possibility, more places to go. That's what a freelance duck hunter is. Are you a freelance duck hunter? What do you think about this? You know, any questions, comments? And I'm looking for ideas for other videos. So please put your ideas for discussions down in the comment section, because I really want to crank a bunch of these out. And don't forget the FDH store. We've got camo hats now, beanies, shirts, trucker hats, so check out that link as well. Thank you for joining me, and I certainly hope that we're going to be shooting a lot of ducks from this place in this millet, from this lease. So thanks a lot and have a great day.